We wanted to just also say briefly here a few words on why we chose our title of "It's Wrong Not to Test," because at first glance, this might seem like a very negative statement to make, and maybe there's a positive way to frame it. And I promise we did think about this, but we were very deliberate with our choice. And so our motivation for using this title, and this is the premise of our work, this is a quote from our commentary, is that in the midst of a raging plague, it is inequitable and unethical not to deploy high-quality rapid tests alongside existing public health interventions. And this is really our guiding thought that led us to all the arguments and evidence that we pulled together for this commentary. So you might think that a statement like "it's right always to test" might be equivalent to saying something like "it's right to test." And actually, these two statements are not actually the same thing. So the one on the right, "it's right to test," it's basically what the World Health Organization has been telling us since last year: test, test, test. And I think, leading experts, a lot of people are on board with the idea that we need to test, and there have been calls for this, and there have been a lot of efforts to improve our testing infrastructure to meet demand. It's a slightly different statement from "it's always right to test," which actually is a little bit problematic in the sense that when we're talking about tests, we're really talking about people. And we really need to remember that at the end of the day, people have autonomy. They should be able to make choices about what's done with and about their bodies and their health. And so that is why we came to the conclusion that what we're really trying to say is that it's wrong not to test, because the big problem right now is there are a lot of people in the world who don't have access to testing, either because they're sort of cut out of existing testing infrastructure. They can't afford it, they can't access it. There are also very sad situations right now in the US and other places where people have free tests from the federal government, but they're sitting in a closet or something because people are afraid to use them because they don't know how to use them, or they're misinformed about what their utility might be. And so that is why we felt compelled to make the statements that we want to make, or that we've made in this commentary, because we felt like it was something that wasn't being said as loudly as it should be right now.